welcome to Real Life. And today's episode, we will be talking about 8 benefits when your spouse is your prayer partner. Now, this is a very, very, very important topic. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna get into it. Okay. So, number one. Okay. Number one. And I'm trying to drop new episodes frequently because I know it's been a minute since I dropped the episode. My recent episode, you know, that I dropped, I think a week or two ago. You know, I'm trying to drop more frequently. Okay, instead of doing it every month, every few months, every year or whatever. I'm trying to be more frequent with these episodes. And I do apologize. There's a bunch of things going on that I will explain in another video or episode. So let's get into this episode, okay? So, number one, prayer keeps you humble in front of God and your spouse. Okay? 8 benefits when you make your spouse your prayer partner. So, I'm going to read number one again. Prayer keeps you humble in front of God and your spouse. Okay, the act of prayer, hand in hand, okay, quiet, focused, and on our knees with heads bowed. Keep us in position of openness and humility. We are engaged in an act of worship, okay? We are showing our, excuse me, we are showing our reverence, okay, for God and each other. It is hard to be judgmental and argumentative when you're in that stance. So when you know, when you're praying, and you're down on your knees and you're praying and you're connecting, to God, you know what I'm saying? And, like you making that connection, with God in the spiritual realm, it's hard for somebody to make you, just get upset, you know what I'm saying? And become physical with them, or possibly, um, you know, a situation occurring. Okay. So, number two, prayer removes you from continuing the cycle of hurting each other. In relationships, there are, no matter what relationship you're in or who you are, there's going to be times when you may say something that may hurt your spouse, or you may do something where your spouse is like, for real? For real? Like, really? You really gonna do that? Really? Okay, so prayer removes this cycle. Okay? Again, when you are humble in your prayer position, your heart opens to understanding instead of accusing. So, in relationships, there are plenty of times where either spouse, would, accuse the other spouse, their spouse of, something. It could be small, it could be big, whatever the case is, instead of jumping to conclusions like, what I'm saying, prayer removes that cycle and also opens up the door to communication. Number three, prayer releases your deepest hurt. there are many of us that are hurt, okay? Hurt by our coworkers, friends, family, or, whatever the case is, for some reason, we're hurt either from our past or we've been hurt recently or, whatever the case is. Prayer releases the deepest hurt. Praying out loud gives your inmost hurt a voice. When you give your emotions a voice and a name, they become valid. When your feelings are validated and understood by God who loves you, then you're on the road to forgiveness. Please note, if your spouse is the offender that needs to be forgiven, then your hurt, okay, your prayers are for God's ear only, not your spouse. If your spouse is doing something, or if your spouse is the one that's hurting you or who have hurt you without knowing it, without realizing it, then don't go to your spouse. Go, of course, you need to communicate with your spouse, but, you first need to go to God, okay? You first need to get down on your knees and, just go into your prayer closet, the figure of speech, you don't actually have to go into a closet, but go to your prayer closet. Or in other words, go to your prayer space or spot, like a place where it's just you. It could be the bathroom. It can be in the kitchen. It could be in the bedroom with the door closed. It could be in your car. You know what I'm saying? Go to your prayer spot, your prayer space, okay? Where it's just you and God and nobody else, okay? And just talk to him, Trust me, he knows. Just talk to him, okay? His ears is wide open, waiting and ready to listen to you. Number 4, prayer unites us. Unity is very important in a relationship. Very important. Teamwork. I preached about teamwork one Sunday in church. I think it was for Black History Month this year, 2022. And I preached about teamwork, okay? Teamwork, not only teamwork at your job, but also teamwork in the church, teamwork in your household. You know what I'm saying? Teamwork. I preached about it. This year on Black Friday, the month of Black Friday, sometime in February. So the video can be found on the church's channel, which is First Church Worship Center. And I'm going to link that into the description. So you can click on the description and, take you to when I was preaching teamwork. So number 4 again, prayer unites us. Holding your spouse's hands in unity, okay? Praying with your spouse provides spiritual unity through God. Physical unity and spiritual unity are ties that bind and are not easily broken. When you are uniting with your spouse and with God, it creates that strong bond. I was trying to say the name of the strongest, metal, material, but I can't remember the name of it. But it will create a very strong bond that is not easily broken. Okay, that's number 4. Prayer unites us. So we're going to move on to number 5 right after this.
Yeah. Who you on the phone with? Let me call you back. Who you on the phone with? Who you on the phone with? Nobody. I ain't nobody. Why you on the phone? It's a friend, but what you mean it's a friend? Oh, we doing this now? Oh, it's a friend. Hey, we doing this now? Okay. How you want it? It's done.
I know that I did you wrong. Now I'm sitting here writing this song. Cause I'm crazy over you. Yeah, you got me out of my mind. Got me head over heels. And I ain't trying to waste no time. Can we go back to the day our love was super strong? Like Jay-Z, Beyonce, we gotta keep holding on. What they call us unstoppable. That's the reason we cannot stop. Never ever will our love drop. I love the way you make my love pop. I promise that you got all of me. Can't you see? Now we're rolling like a locomotive, ready to wreck it all. Can nothing stop us now, cause we're standing tall. You see the love we share? Nah, it would never die. Now it's time for us to fly.
Crazy over you, yeah, you got me in my feelings. Tell me what am I to do? Cause I'm crazy over you, crazy over you. Yeah, you got me in my feelings. Tell me what am I to do? Cause I'm crazy over you.
I don't wanna leave you. Can you please come back to me? In my life is where I need you. Can you please give me a chance to make it up? Make it up, to make it up to you.
Crazy over you, yeah, you got me in my feelings. Tell me what am I to do? Cause I'm crazy over you, crazy over you. Yeah, you got me in my feelings. Tell me what am I to do? Cause I'm crazy over you. Over you. Yes, over you.
Hi, welcome back to real life. So we're on to number 5 now. Number 5, okay, 8 benefits when you make your spouse your prayer partner. So number 5, prayer breeds appreciation. Okay, it creates appreciation. All right. When you thank God for the blessings in your life, your spouse, no matter how frustrated you may be with him or her, will eventually make the list. When you show your appreciation for him or her, then he or she will show it for you, and you will begin to create a list of love rather than annoyance. Okay? So when you appreciate each other and when y'all appreciate God for everything he have done, and trust me, he be working behind the scenes and you don't even know it. He be protecting you and your spouse from things that you have no clue. You know what I'm saying? So be appreciative of your spouse and of God. Let's move on to number 6. Prayer is an invitation to change. That's very important. Okay? So, when you're humble, your heart is open to change and grow. You have a renewed willingness to work and to stay together. Okay? As a couple. You know what I'm saying? Change. You also need to change your mindset. And I'm going to do an episode on that soon. I don't know exactly when, but I'm going to do an episode on that topic, changing your mindset. Okay? Because that is a very important topic. Okay? So, I'm not going to get into that now. So, number 7, and a lot of y'all might not like me for this, but number 7, prayer removes selfishness. Your prayers may initially be about you, but once you hear your own voice, you quickly see how unworthy you are to receive it. Your heart begins to align with God's promise and plans for you, okay? Immediately, your prayers will turn from your own injustice and desires to someone in your life who has real needs, okay? Number 8, prayer gives you hope. This is the last one. Number 8, prayer gives you hope. When your heart as a couple are in unity with God's good and perfect will, then your prayers will always be answered regardless of your actually getting what you prayed for. So regardless of, oh, I pray for a car and I'm expecting it tomorrow, or I pray for a new position at my job and I'm gonna get it tomorrow, or get it this week. Regardless of what you pray for, okay, you just gotta continue to keep your eyes on God, okay? Keep your eyes on God. So thank you for tuning in to another episode of Real Life. Don't forget to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. If you're not subscribed, then please subscribe so you can be notified when a new episode comes out. When I drop a new episode, you will be notified right away. You ain't gotta wait for me to post it or share it somewhere else. You'll get it right away, okay? So like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Till next time.
I've been stuck in a strange place for so long, looking all around like, wait, what's going on? Seeing all these people like something feels wrong. As I looked deep inside, I was almost dead and gone. Came close to the grave, looking death up in the eye. Ain't nobody by my side. If I don't fight that, I'ma die. Yeah, it's time to spread my wings and go higher. Why you getting mad? Cause I came out the fire. Listen, I ain't here to play no games. Why you hating on me, but you screaming out my name? See, I know how it feels to fight the battle alone. With a few broken bones, ain't no way I'm going home. Now I'm back from the grave, headed straight to the top. See, I refuse to stop, even though it's a lot. As I spread my wings, cause it's time to fly. As I say goodbye to the pain that's inside.